One of my friend recently brought my attention to this channel called Lovely Kittens AI, and honestly, they're absolutely killing it. The channel was created last November, but in just a little over 3 months, they've racked up over 533,000 subscribers from just 187 videos. If you take a closer look at the channel, they're simply creating short, funny AI animated animal stories with a clever twist at the end. Nothing complicated, just an interesting story idea coupled with some rather impressive storytelling and images. But the videos are resonating so much with their audience that the channel already has more than 71 million views from these viral videos that are raking in hundreds of thousands and even millions of views. And this isn't just a trend. As you can see from here, even their new videos are still doing pretty well, with some already bringing in more than 7.4 million views. So, if you're looking for a YouTube Shorts niche that won't take too much of your time while being lucrative, then this is a good option. To make it easier for you to create these videos, I'm going to walk you through the entire process. We'll go through everything from coming up with some ideas for the videos to creating the voiceover. Then we'll look at the best way to generate the same level of image quality as these guys. Finally, we'll move on to actually editing one of these videos. Just a heads up, I've created a Google Doc which will contain every single prompt that I'll be using in this video. You can find the Google Doc in the description on my Telegram channel. Head over to the Google Doc that I mentioned earlier and look for this heading. Copy the prompt and go to your preferred text generator. I'll be using ChatGPT for this demonstration, but both DeepSeek and Ktten work perfectly, so feel free to use whichever one you prefer. Go ahead and paste the prompt inside the text area. You don't need to change much here. Simply specify the number of stories you want the AI to generate. Feel free to choose as many as you want, but I'll go with 5. One thing you need to keep in mind is that the prompt is structured to not only generate the ideas, but also create the entire script. So you can choose the word count you want for the story. It's set to generate stories ranging from 100 to 150 words. This works perfectly for the channel we are modeling, but you can increase or decrease it based on your personal preference. Once everything is set, just hit enter and let ChatGPT do its thing. As you can see, it's generated some pretty cool stories that you can use for your video. Not only does it come up with unique story ideas, but it also gives the full narration. So go through each of these and choose the story that you like. If none of these seem interesting to you, go ahead and regenerate for a fresh batch. Now that you have your story, the next step is to generate the voiceover. There are plenty of AI voice generators that you can use for this part, but if you're looking for a free option, Clipchamp is a solid choice. So, feel free to check it out. However, for this demonstration, I'll be using ElevenLabs since it's one of the best on the market. Head over to their voice library and browse through the available voices till you find whatever voice you prefer. If you have a specific voice character in mind, you can simply search for it. Otherwise, endanger the filters and select your preferred language. In this case, English. Choose an American accent text area. Paste the narration and hit generate. Now that the narration is ready, it's time to generate the images for the video. But before that, we need prompts that we can give to the image generator. This part is equally easy, so I recommend going through the story yourself and coming up with images that would best fit each scene of your story. It doesn't take much time since these stories are typically quite short. However, I've created a prompt that will simplify this process as well. So, go to the Google Doc and copy everything under this heading, paste it inside ChatGPT, and make these changes. The AI has generated 10 unique prompts for the story. And the best part is that each prompt includes the style, description, setting, and emotion. These prompts are pretty solid, but I still recommend modifying a few to generate any scenes that the AI may have missed. Since the image prompts are ready, it's time to create the images. You can use whichever image generator you prefer. Leonardo, AI, and Google's Image FX are both good options. So feel free to use any of these for this style of image. But the channel we are modeling uses ChatGPT for theirs, so we'll be using that. If you don't have a ChatGPT Plus subscription, you can still get good quality images from any of the other two or any other image generator you prefer. Just make sure you choose the 3D or Pixar animation style if you need to select a model. The first thing you need to do, ISO ChatGPT. Keep in mind that you can't simply generate the classic Pixar animation style with the new ChatGPT 40 update. Instead, you need to go to the sidebar and select Explore GPT. Then scroll down till you find Dolly and choose it. Hit this button and paste your first prompt. You can specify the aspect ratio to something like 9:6, depending on your personal preference, but the channel we're modeling uses a square aspect ratio, so you don't need to make any changes to the prompt. Once this is complete, it's time to edit the video. You can use any video editor you prefer, but CapCut works perfectly, so I'll be using that one. The first thing you need to do is to open CapCut and import all your images as well as the narration. Then, add the voiceover to the timeline. This next part is very important since you want to maintain the pace for shorts. The video needs to be fast-paced, so make sure you go through the voiceover and remove any gaps. Don't forget to keep playing the audio to ensure that the narration flows smoothly. Once that's done, the next step is to grab the first image and drop it into the cover layer. Now, one very important thing you should know is that CapCut typically takes the aspect ratio of the first image or video you add to your project. So, you need to hit this button and choose the aspect ratio that you want for your video. In this case, I'll choose 9:6, since we are creating short-form content. You need to decide how long each image is going to be. So I recommend playing the voiceover and then increasing or decreasing the duration of that particular image. Add voiceover, make proper transition according to your video. Also, don't forget to add fast-paced transition in animation. Here, I have used Pendulum 2 animation for all the slides one by one. Once this is done, also add captions to look it more attractive. The video is ready and exported in 4K quality. Here is the video, what we have come up with.
The Lion King retired and set a challenge. Whoever brings me the rarest thing shall be crowned king. The first tiger returned with a golden eagle feather. Impressive, said the lion. The second tiger dragged in a glowing mushroom. Ooh, whispered the crowd. The third tiger arrived holding a donkey. This donkey can dance, he claimed. Show us, said the lion. The donkey stared blankly, then sneezed. The tiger panicked. Wait, Maybe it needs music. They waited. Nothing. The donkey sat down. Just then, a dog ran up. I found something rarer. He held up a mirror. This is the last honest animal in the jungle. The lion stared at his reflection and wept. Dog wins. The crown is yours. The donkey finally danced. Too late.
You can upload at least 2 videos daily to grow fast and reach 1K subscriber fast. If you really find this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.